Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. When you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to Sooner Nation in Gaylord Family Oklahoma Memorial Stadium. As we'll see the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Notre Dame looking for a strong kick to get this one underway. It'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. The Sooners headed quickly to the line. You can really set the tone for what's possible in your season in early season showdowns like this, both in the top 10. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
You know, as quarterbacks, you've got to be good in the pocket. Even when things are collapsing and you've got guys swiping at it, you got to have two hands on the football. Didn't do a really good job with ball security there, and that led to the fumble.
This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Fires to the tight end. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it first and goal. Love the way he didn't just run to a spot. He found the cushion in the zone and got himself open for the first down.
Yeah, and you're taught to find that space. You know, don't run right into a zone defender who's sitting there looking at the quarterback and looking at you. So much creativity with routes now and being able to just have subtle moves one way, come back the other way. Nice job by the tight end finding that hole in the zone.
Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Now second and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. Zings it complete to the right. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
Nice job by the defense forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. Now on the move. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute and you've got to lock in.
Quickly complete. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
The quick passing game does several things. One, it doesn't let the pass rush get you. Those great defensive linemen, the ball's coming out so fast they can't get there. And then what else? It gets me ahead of the sticks. I don't have to worry about getting in long yardage and predictable situations.
They get him out of bounds. Couple yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. 4th down and 4 yards to go. The offense will try to get it. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. And the Sooners come to the line trying to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. From the shotgun, the inside give. Not much room. A pickup of 2 down to the 28.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. To throw, it's Kinsey. Fires to the tight end. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the 1st down.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
From the 17-yard line, threatening to score on 1st and 10. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Looking for the score. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Irish.
Well, the quarterback had the matchup he wanted. His big tight end with that wingspan working against that defender in the end zone. Man, that QB will take that matchup all day.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0.
Guys, Washington State and UW have been battling for all the apples since 1963. Here's an update. Washington had an impressive showing at home, and to do it with some of the legends of the past there, Mark Brunell, Napoleon Kaufman, and Lincoln Kennedy, what a special victory. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Looking to throw on 1st down. Floats it out in space. Tried to hit him with a quick game on 1st down, and nothing doing there. The Sooners will hustle to the line.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball.
Breaks into the open. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the 1st down on the throw and catch.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
Pressure's there, and he lets it go. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
They ripped off 7 on that one. Now a third down and 3.
These RPO runs, they're like body blows. I like them because it just sort of chips away at a defense. You'll take these kind of games all game long. You keep running the football this way, you're going to keep moving the sticks. You're going to keep driving this defense back, so keep at it with the RPO game.
On third and short, they'll try to convert through the air. They needed a big play, and they got it, and the foot down for the first down.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
The Sooners in a good spot here with second and short, making side adjustments here. Back to pass on second down, looking to scramble. And down he goes. Tried to pick his way free, but the defense stops him behind the line. The pocket broke down, and the quarterback had to take the sack.
Really impressed by this pass rush, Reese. Just guys winning their individual battles one-on-one up front. They're able to get to the quarterback.
He's looking to pass. Fires to the wideout. And they can't complete the bullet pass on third down.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. Fourth and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. And the Sooners will come to the line to convert on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes a grab past the marker. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They'll throw it from the red zone. He's got the tight end. He's out of bounds after the good pickup, and what a way to end the first period. Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. With the run on first and goal. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. A very productive play on first down has now set us up with this second and goal. Trying to barge their way in. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. If you don't tip the scales at 3 bills, stay on the sidelines. Big boys in the goal line D. Trying to surge it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown Sooners!
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
Lining up to add another. And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Michigan left little doubt. You know, this version of the maize and blue can hang with any of the teams of the past. And remember, this is a program with multiple national titles. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Here come the Irish back on offense. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first two drives, and they're back to work now. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. Notre Dame right back to the line.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Oh, big fella almost had a pick right there. Instead, it falls incomplete.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
The Sooner fans booming. A cacophony of noise at the Palace on the Prairie on third down. They want to run this quarterback. They got zero push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield. Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. They'll try to quiet this crowd by moving the sticks on fourth down. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. Well, they just drained all of the suspense out of the fourth down conversion, moving the chains easily.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's fourth down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
And he finally missed one, right? I mean, he's been pretty hot, right? 5 passes in a row. He's been moving the ball around, different platforms, different receivers. Just done a really good job spreading the ball around, and he's human. He finally missed.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Wide receiver going in motion. The give to the tailback. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Nice job by the defense suffocating this offense. They were ready for it. Nice job getting on the ground, making a tackle. Here we go. This offense is trying to do something, trying to get some momentum, right back on the ball, running the no-huddle.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout, Notre Dame.
Notre Dame comes to the line needing a chunk play on third down. Wants to throw. It's Kinsey. He'll pull it down and run. He's going to be a little bit short of that first down marker, and this defense did a tremendous job not to lose contain on the scramble. On fourth down, looking for the completion. Buying some time. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. The chunk plays that they love, and he takes it all the way down to the 10. quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. Operating in the red zone here on second down. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Makes the catch. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame.
And it's not an accident. They're featuring this guy. His second receiving touchdown of the game. That's your job as a coach. Find my playmakers, get them the ball so they can do damage and have games like this right here.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they pushed the lead out a little further. So that was a 10-play, 75-yard drive. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They'll start this drive going to the air. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Marking out of bounds at the 46. Another big play for this Sooner receiver, dare I say, Hollywood-esque.
Hollywood is right, and that's one guy that comes to mind, by the way. But this offense, it just does what it does. No matter the name, no matter the coach, whoever it is, it's going to be high-flying, it's going to be fast-paced, and it's going to be really good.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Back to pass. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man on the right. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. Just outstanding execution, continuing to work his way back through the football.
Yeah, and everything about this route looks vertical. The comeback, it looks like it's a go. I'm thinking speed, and then he sets it down. QB puts the ball in the money, and he makes...
Oh, he's got some space. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. The Sooners want to crank the tempo. From the gun, running back on the move. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He's at the 50. The 30. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
He'll bring it out. It's Stokes. Makes a move. Just barely able to stop him. He almost housed that baby. The nice return there. That last line of coverage is the only thing that stopped him from scoring. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. Off play action on first down. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now facing a 3rd and long from the 50-yard line. That's caught. It's Sanchez. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the first down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set. Why aren't you getting past the first down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was. But now, 4th down, offense has to make a decision.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. He's got it. First down and more. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one.
Well, it's a nice job by the receiver getting out of bounds to save some clock. You're probably out of field goal range, so you're thinking Hail Mary here at the end of the first half.
They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Might be changing the route. To the air on first down. Looking for the end zone. The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left.
And a really great job by the defense adjusting now, because on this drive, this quarterback has found his guy a few times, and now the defense is saying, we are double covering him. You might...
He gets a hand on it, it's blocked. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Sooners will kick it off to start the second half. And he's going to bring this one out. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
This is why you recruit dudes, right? Quarterback distributes, get the ball in the hands of playmakers, and let him do his thing.
That dude makes quarterback look good. I mean, you get it to him in space, and watch. He'll break the tackles. He'll make those plays, but nice job getting the ball out fast to his playmaker and letting him do the rest.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play, and I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Sends it back in motion. Running to the left. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Notre Dame facing a 3rd and long, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll go to the ground. He stopped at the 32-yard line, not enough for the first down. They're a perfect 2 for 2 on 4th down. They'll go for the hat trick. Fires to the wideout. And they can't connect. A costly turnover on downs.
And listen, obviously, at this area of the field, it's a question, it's a debate whether or not you go for that on 4th down. At the end of the day, though, I think this coach believes in his own playmakers, and he's got guys on offense that he feels can make a play in that type of situation, and he's got confidence in him. That time they weren't able to come up with it. Curious to see what this guy does if they're in a similar situation as this game moves on.
Quarterback may change this route. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Quarterback extends the play. He'll pull it down. He's run out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the 26.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Stroud. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short.
Oh, that's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the 1st down? You need your guys to have a little bit more awareness where they are in the field on that play. And even though they got the completion, it's not enough to pick up the 1st. And now you're staring 4th down right in the face.
How about that defense rising up and stopping him? On 4th down.
And how about the defense coming up big on 4th and short? You know they're going to run the football. Great job stacking the box, getting the big stop.
He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. Here come the Irish back on offense. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. He gets across the 25, steered out of bounds at the 26.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
Looking to throw, it's Kinsey. Gets it out quickly. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a 1st down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Notre Dame lines up quickly.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the 1st half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the 2nd half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. They want to get this defense on its heels.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. The Irish trying to keep this drive moving on 3rd and short. Trying to pick it up on the ground. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down. The Irish relying on the running game to give them this fresh set of downs. Give to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. So you get stuffed on 1st down. You had an idea of what you wanted to do on 2nd, but I'm guessing it's back to the drawing board now.
Yeah, you got to figure out who you are and what you are. What's your next best play? Or what is the defense going to do? If they've been aggressive, okay, well, if they've been aggressive, I'm going to throw that deep ball. If they've been sitting back, I might sneak a draw in here.
Just when they're looking run, now up top. Fires it incomplete. The Irish will need to move the sticks on 3rd and long to keep this drive going. They try to pop a run on the draw. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
All right, on offense, you're trying to catch him napping on 3rd and long. You try to run the football, but good job by the defense not being fooled and giving themselves an opportunity now to get the ball.
Yeah, and you got to do a better job not getting in 3rd and long. Offense has to be better on 1st and 2nd down, so you're not forced in these 4th down situations where now you're in limbo of what you want to do.
They'll move the wide receiver. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And he gets enough to move the chains and then slides to a stop.
Yeah, they decide to go for a 4th down, and they get rewarded. He makes a quick decision, gets the 1st down. Nice job by this offense, and specifically the QB making a nice read.
The Irish relying on the running game to give them this fresh set of downs. Everybody and their brother showing blitz. Under fire. Touchdown, Irish! And the punishment has been extended. He just makes it look so easy. Impressive run.
So impressive. Time and time again, he can buy time, make you look silly, and the defense is just kind of like, wait a minute, you got him? I got him? No? Well, nobody's got him.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. USF put one in the win column in convincing fashion. The Bulls had zero issue moving the ball, and that defense held strong in key moments. Talk about a complete performance. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll give it to the back. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. And the Sooners are in the hurry-up.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Wants to go up top. Dances away. He'll try to do it himself. He'll go out of bounds right at the 40-yard line as his offense continues to show great patience.
Well, two things I love by the quarterback on that play. One, his ability to flush outside the pocket and make a quick decision. No one's open and I'm taking off and running. And two, get out of bounds. No need to take a big hit. Just save yourself, save the body. A fresh set of downs coming in. Well done.
Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Might be calling a hot route. Gonna sling it on 2nd down. Fires to the middle. He's got an open man. They make the tackle, but not before he finishes off this 3rd period with a big play. We've come to the end of the period, and Notre Dame has the lead. They built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. They go back to work in the final period of this one. To the ground with the back. Nice move with the gut yardage. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the 1st down.
And as the game goes on, you're going to see this offense continue to use the RPO. That look was conducive to handing it off. The defense now is going to start putting more guys in the box to slow this running back down, and that's when the quarterback's going to have an opportunity to keep the football and make plays throwing.
Under fire. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
And as a defense, a lot of times you're coming into the game and you're just trying to limit the damage when you play a really great quarterback. And they've done more than that today. They have dominated this football game. The offense has carried their weight, and this is looking like a great outcome.
It's 2nd and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. And he feels the heat coming and it burns him up. Another sack.
And how about this defense taking care of business? Keeping that guy under 200 yards is a heck of a day. Their offense has obviously done their job too, and this has been an absolute beatdown.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Pulls it in. It's Sanchez. He cannot get there. It'll be 4th down. On 4th down, they could boot the field goal, but looks as if they'll go for it. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Got a man in the middle. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. They'll try to get it in with the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football, trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game has gone.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Looking to the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
This defense has just been all over this guy all game long. Under pressure, they're finding a way to get to him and affect his rhythm. Of course, they have an interception in this game. That's why they've got a big lead here in the 4th quarter. This guy has never gotten into a rhythm.
It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. From the gun, running back gets to give. He's going to lose a yard on that one. A field goal really doesn't do much for you in this situation, so they'll go for it on 4th and goal. Working that left side now. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback, not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense. To be physically pounded. The run is coming. You know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting a push. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop you.
Good enough for 1st down.
The give, and tick, 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 tick. He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19. Notre Dame right back to the line.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get it done.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Using his feet to buy time. Turning it on. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. This Notre Dame offense carving it up. They're working with another 1st down. They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, Notre Dame.
Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. Leaves it with the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To the air, it's Kinsey. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Throws to the tight end. A strike downfield. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Assuming they can wrap this one up, guys, they've served notice early in the season, winning a game like this, that this passing game will have to be dealt with.
Yeah, top 10 team, too, because everybody knew the talent they had coming back on offense, the playmakers at the skill positions. And, David, we've seen it early this season. In this game, they've been throwing it all over the yard.
Yeah, but you do want to see it against good competition. So that's what's fun about today, like proving it against a really good team. We can talk about, you know, this guy's a star, this guy's a star. Now doing it like this on this stage, now I'm a believer.
For the offense.
Offense threatening, 1st and 10 from the 31. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quarterback adapting. Fires on the move. Looking to get it in. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal.
Gain of 26.
Well, this offense has just been dialing up explosive play after explosive play. That's a big part of why they have a huge lead at this point. And even in the 4th quarter with that lead, they are still taking shots. They are still being aggressive, pedal to the metal.
Motion from the wide receiver. Using his feet. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Well, what I love about this team early this year is it looks like they can fight through adversity. They started the year 2-0. This game looked like it was in the balance here in the 4th quarter. But after watching them answer with that last touchdown drive, that shows me they've got the mental toughness to potentially make a run this year.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Ole Miss dazzled in just about every phase of the game. And for a program that's turned out elite receivers from DK Metcalf to A.J. Brown, I think we may have seen the next great one emerge today. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The give to the back. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And I think this offense is all but surrendered, right? Like they're down so much. They need to be throwing the football if they want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game. But they got to find something moving forward, man. This was a rough day. This was not a great offensive performance. They got to bounce back. The next opportunity, the next moment. Because today,
Kearney on the Jets. He goes out of bounds. Really good pickup, an explosive run there, but that's going to be like a fabulous parting gift. Not enough to make a big difference. The Sooners come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. Taking it the other way. 10. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Notre Dame. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought This game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
And they tacked on the extra point.
That makes the score Notre Dame 48, Oklahoma 7.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Back has it. Nice move there. Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one.
Well, I think the offense at this point now, they're just trying to limit the damage. They want to get out of here and move on, turn the page to the next game because things just have not been going their way, throwing or running the football.
And this Wildcat is going to be declawed, stopped in the backfield.
Brings up third down.
Direct snap. Look out, he's got room. They make the stop, and the clock strikes 0, and that will do it for this one. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, two really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not. And that demonstrated itself today. The higher-ranked team is a team with national championship aspirations. They've got so much talent. They look good today.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football. The Steel City might be most associated with this legendary NFL franchise, but people here in Pittsburgh know that the ties to the Panthers run deep. Glad to have you with us here at Acrisure Stadium, home to the Pittsburgh Panthers. What a matchup we have in store. It's still early in the season, but this is a major test for a couple of squads who've gotten out of the gate undefeated. As we'll see, the winners of 4 straight, the Michigan State Spartans, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Pittsburgh Panthers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Lined up, ready for the opening kickoff as we get things underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Back to pass, it's Childs. Quarterback now breaking the field. They've got the screen set up. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15.
One of the things I love about this offense is they're very versatile in their passing attack. They throw to receivers and tight ends, and the screen game is big as well. This guy is a weapon, and you're seeing that here early.
They couldn't draw up a better way to start a drive, and now they've got it 1st and 10 from the 41. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. With the catch, it's McCray. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
The Spartans have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking left. Picked off, and the opening drive is stuffed with an interception.
And I know this defense statistically hasn't been one of the best against the pass this year, but they have had some guys banged up. They believe they've got difference makers on the back end that just need to make more plays. That DB right there is one of those guys, and he does it here on the opening drive, getting a huge interception.
Finding an escape route. Got enough for the 1st. He'll work his way down to the 28.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
Dropping back, it's Holstein. Flips it out on the screen. Not able to break the big one on that screen to the running back, but he found enough and a solid pickup on 1st down. What a great job they've done in Big Ten play up to this point, and you see them now feeling as if they can accomplish something big.
No doubt, Reese, and I think it's a great start to the season. Like, again, you have goals and you have midpoints to this.
There he goes! The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Inside the 15, 1st and 10 from the 14. They'll leave it with him. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. On the ground, going for the first down with the give to the tight end. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Panthers. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Back to throw, it's Childs. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
Safe to say, this defense sets the tone for their football team. They were the reason they won the last time out, and they are putting the clamps down on their opponent early in this one.
The change now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. This guy fits that Spartan quarterback mold, a guy who makes plays, a Jeff Smoker, a Kirk Cousins.
Yeah, a guy that you can depend on. You got to find that guy that can complement who you are and what you are, and so you can get a lot of the fans going, go green, go white. Find the complement at quarterback to this offense.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Hines is tight end. He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the first down.
Really nice job there by the quarterback understanding its blitz, and not just that it's blitz, but knowing whether it's man coverage or zone coverage behind the blitz. You've still got to know where your answer is going to be based on what the defense is doing in the back end, and he add the answer to the test right there.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. It's complete on the right side. The quarterback using all of the receivers at his disposal. This time he found the fullback.
And it's nice to have a guy that can block and obviously have the versatility to also catch the football, so you can mix it up and keep that defense guessing.
And the Spartans can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Bulldozes his way through. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20.
That's just a really nice job by the running back, making the first guy miss and going to get positive yards. This guy's got some wiggle, and you saw it on that play.
They send the tight end in motion. A designed run for the quarterback. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs, so it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going. But moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
Scanning the field, it's Childs. Here's the pressure. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. They'll toss it to the outside on the left. And he's going to wind up losing a couple of yards as time expires here in the 1st quarter. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Pittsburgh has the lead. And after that 1st quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the 2nd. The Spartans will try to move the chains on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes the grab. He goes to the ground, but not before a big pickup and a 1st down.
Well, it's a heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down, but they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
And the Spartans trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Sparty.
Man, you see all the time this running back has spent in the weight room this offseason. Did you see that stiff arm? He just pile drive that defender into the ground, get off me, and he's able to walk in for the score.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. So it's a 73-yard touchdown drive. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Got the 1st down and more. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards.
And a great job by the offensive line. You're going to run the ball right at the middle. You better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big game.
Starting this drive like that is exactly what they'd hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. Grab behind the line. It's Reed. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
The Panthers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. He might want another play. To the air, it's Holstein. Throws to the wideout. Working that left side. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Pitt.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch. They've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. But if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Fresno State came away with the win today, but not in dominant fashion. In fact, the folks inside Bulldog Stadium had to sweat things out for much of the second half. Could have been better, but certainly could have been worse. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Running back searching for a hole. Crosses the 30 to the 31 and a 6-yard pickup. The Spartans in the hurry-up.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. The green and white love that tough guy reputation, and they're getting it done on the ground.
Nah, that's exactly who this program is. That's what they're built on. Every team you go back in the history of Michigan State, you're going to find what? A bell cow running back that you can feed.
Wants to go up top on first down. With the catch, it's Kelly. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. So now it's 2nd and long.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You can tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
And the Spartans are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. It's complete to the right. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. They've picked up a couple of first downs to start this drive, and now 1st and 10 from the 47. Back to pass, it's Childs. Pressure coming. They get to him as he throws. Couldn't quite hang on to the pick, and he will be thinking about that one for a long time.
This quarterback is living dangerously now. Threw a pick earlier in the game, and he almost threw another one right there. These windows are tight. He's got to be really good with his decision-making.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Motion from the wideout. Rides the back on the option, the give.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
The line to gain here is the 43-yard line, and it's 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught over the middle, it's Kelly. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. The Spartans will snap it on 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Gets the back moving. Dropping back, it's Childs. Finds the tight end. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
It's it's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
And the Spartans come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. They'll try to bully their way for the first. Look at that toughness, just running through everybody. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
Well, you saw that broken tackle, David. This defense has to do a real good job with gang tackling to stop this guy today.
You cannot assume one guy's going to get him to the ground. Everybody's got to swarm to the football, all eyes on him, and play physical.
Wide receiver going in motion. They'll give it to him again. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Wants to go up top. Fires to the end zone. And he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity, but it's incomplete.
Well, the good news is he did a nice job reading the coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football that time. Just a little bit too much on that pass. You wonder if that's just nerves. He's got to settle himself down a little bit.
It'll be 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Childs. Here comes the heat. He is sacked way behind the line of scrimmage. Just a catastrophic play there. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. This is going to be a 46-yard field goal attempt. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. That'll bring him to within 4.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you get a stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Leaves it with the back. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Quarterback making adjustments. The snap sets up the throw. Able to make the catch, but not in the field of play. It's an incomplete pass. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on 2nd down. To the air, it's Holstein. Fires to the wideout. On target over the middle. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly. Forced to just throw it away on 3rd down, and now they face 4th.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on third down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And then all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Looking downfield on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Still looking, on the move. Trying to make magic with his feet. He gets it up to midfield, forced out of bounds at the 50.
Man, this defense has their hands full today because not only do they have to worry about the running backs and not only do they have to worry about the passing game, they've got to worry about this quarterback running the football because of plays like that. Not a huge explosive play, but he showed you the athleticism. He showed you he has the ability to hurt you with his legs.
Looking downfield, it's Childs. Buys a little time with his feet. Blasted as he lets it go. Picked off. Got some room to run.
Well, the defense was able to get to the QB, and I think that's what really creates the interception. Because of the pressure, because of the hit on the quarterback, it affected the velocity, it affected the accuracy of the throw. Defense comes away with a huge takeaway.
Just enough time for one final play of the half. Wants to adjust the pattern. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. Looking to throw on first down. Going for it all. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Spartans will line up to kick off and start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. They'll open the second half on the ground. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. Pitt pushing the pace.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, the running back has it. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. And the Panthers with a second and short to keep this drive moving. A little screen to the running back. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Bought a little time, lets it go. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
They're dealing with a second and long. Hand off from the shotgun. Nice gain of 6, leaving them with 3rd and 4.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. The Panthers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. To the air. It's Holstein. Serious arm strength on that 3rd down pass, but it's incomplete.
And this offense stays aggressive and they pass the football. I think you can always look back and say, 3rd and short, I'd love for you to run it, be the more physical team. But nice job sticking up and bowing their necks for this defense.
4th down and 4 yards to go. The offense will try to get it. He wants to change this route. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Converts on 4th down, still going. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. Pittsburgh going to work with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it out of the shotgun.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
Wait, when you make a quarterback feel comfortable, man, they'll sit in that pocket, they'll go through their progressions, but when you start to hit them, they become very human, very average. They got to do a better job of keeping him upright, protecting him, so he can have a better second half than he did first.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. The sure hands, it's Johnson. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
And the defensive coordinator is irate on the sideline. 3rd and long, it's a short throw. You've got to be able to rally, make a tackle, and force the punter onto the field. They let him get loose, break some tackles, and with the 1st, the offense stays on the field.
He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Quarterback making checks. Looking for a man. It's Holstein. He wants it all. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panther.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when they're throwing into the backfield because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in the game.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup this week in the American fellas. Let's show you what's going down. East Carolina has the lead right now. Greenville has been buzzing all week, but this game is hardly over. There is time left on that clock. They're up by 13 over Army. Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things play out in this notable matchup in the American.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Wants to throw on first down. Here's a heat. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
This quarterback is really struggling in this game with decisions and also accuracy. He's already been picked off multiple times, and that time that was a bad underthrow. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
To the air on second down. Fires left. Complete on the comeback. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. The Spartans very efficient with this passing game.
You like that, Reese? You like that? I think so. This is an offense that, listen, when you've got a guy back there, they can be efficient. Make no mistake, they're going to run the football, but when you get that Kirk Cousins guys, you start to really like the offense.
Looking to pass, it's Childs. Pulls it in, it's McCray. He goes out of bounds right at midfield. And the Spartans moving quickly to the line.
You coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
Swings it out to the flat. He gets a little bit of work done. He goes out of bounds at the 42. The Spartans with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. Hogs it downfield. Found a seam. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. And the Spartans started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Looking to pass inside the red zone. They're working that left side. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Looking to fire. Oh, they're after him. And he'll just get rid of that one.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. It falls incomplete, and that'll do it for the quarter. That's the end of the period, and Pittsburgh has the lead. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Lets it go to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Michigan State. Old Uncle Mo has changed sidelines.
Look out, brother. Here's what happens, right? Something happens, get you close in the ball game. The defense needs to come out here, get a stop, get that ball back to the offense. Oh, Uncle Mo on your side.
They'll go for two here and try to climb within a field goal late. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking for a man. It's Childs. Rushes on him. And the quarterback goes down, but there is a penalty flag down, and I think the offense is going to pick up the first down as defense was offside. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills, and they've got it at the receiver position. So if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And I like changing things up. I like trying new things. Handing it to the tight end, that's something you don't see very often. A little creativity. Now, it was negativity in the end, but I like the creative thought process of trying to get somebody else the football.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. The offense changing the play. Trying play action. Just a short pass to the tight end. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
Love the play call offensively because you've got the lead. The defense expects you to run the ball. You just did it the previous play, so there you dial up play action, set up an easy throw, and you keep the clock ticking.
Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They have the lead in a one-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big-time risk on 4th down. Tries to surge ahead on the sneak.
Listen, when you got a big sucker like that at quarterback, all he's got to do is lean forward, and he's going to get that 4th down. He just does a great job getting behind the offensive line, falling forward, and getting the big 4th down conversion.
Pitt coming to the line after getting another first down. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.
Caught near the sticks. It's Johnson. Bust through behind his pad. Oh, he's got some space. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
Pittsburgh has a really nice drive going. Going to the run, it's Reed. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Looking downfield, it's Holstein. Got it! And he will score! Touchdown, Pittsburgh! They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's McCray. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. Looking to throw on first down. And he throws another interception, his third one of the night. Touchdown, Panthers. The defense putting points on the board. With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start.
Really got to be impressed with the defense here late in the game, still firing off the ball and still making plays. What a great job. Not just picking it off, but taking it all the way back to the house. That pads their lead, and that should do it. You think that should do it now to get the win.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the American. East Carolina has the lead right now. Greenville has been buzzing all week. But this game is hardly over. There is time left on that clock. They're up by 12 over Army. We'll circle back. If anything big happens in this clash in the American, you should know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Pocket breaking down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Well, it's been that kind of day here tonight. They just have not been able to find a rhythm and establish that throwing the football. Part of it has been wide receivers and quarterbacks not being on the same page, but you've got to give this defense credit, too. Just like that last play.
Makes the grab on the left side. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it.
Well, I'll give this offense some credit because they've got a lot of fight. There is no quit in them, and they're obviously trailing by a big amount in this game. They haven't had a lot of success, but they're still taking
He's good. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. First and goal, and this feels like their chance to make a game of it. Motion from the wide receiver. Defense showing blitz. Will they bail out of it? Wants to keep it in the air. Going for 6. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on second and goal. Back to pass. Trying to barrel in. Into the house. Touchdown, Spartans.
The one thing you know about this offense, they're going to keep fighting, right? They're down on the scoreboard right now, but they're trying everything they can. Nice job there, finding a way to score that touchdown. And listen, we've seen crazier things happen before in college football. This thing ain't over until there's zeros on the clock.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
And it was a nice job in play calling too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Smart move to keep it on the ground. Nice move to keep running. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
Yeah, you got to be impressed with this offense, man. Fourth quarter, they've been money. Great job putting drives together. Nice play there as well, but this offense has saved their best for the last part of this football game when they needed it the most.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They're still firing away even with this lead. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. And he makes the catch inside the 10. Timeout is called with just a single second left. After this, it'll be a wrap. And with things in their favor on the scoreboard, the quarterback's favorite play in the playbook. The old kneel down from victory formation. Winning those individual 6-second battles every play, time after time after time after time, and that leads to a victory here.
And I love when teams go out and play like it's sudden death. Like if they lose the game, their entire season is over. This game wasn't for the national championship, but you wouldn't know that watching this winning team, David. Tremendous effort and tremendous execution.
I love competitive people. I love competitive coaches. I love competitive teams that they know that their job is to go out and get a W no matter where you play. You want to play in the parking lot? We'll go meet you. Great job of this team being ready, getting the W.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.